Hey sugar, welcome back to my One Cake 4 Formats series. I'm Rox of RoxStarBakes, and today we're making a yummy lemon cake recipe that is light, sturdy, and from scratch, has no artificial colors or flavoring. It is the only citrus cake recipe that you will need for sheet cakes, cupcakes, round cakes, and mini cupcakes. One cake, 4 formats, and worth all of the calories. If you're new to my channel, my passion is helping people make sweet treats. I create at least one new video a week, so subscribe, come join me, and let's make sweet treats together. To get started, here's the recipe. Take a screenshot, save it, and I'll link the ingredients below in the description so you know exactly what I use later and you can find them. Prep the ingredients and make sure everything is at room temperature. Line your sheets, rounds, or cupcakes, and I don't typically butter the pans because I like for the batter to evenly crawl up the sides so the cake doesn't pull away when baking. Here, I sift the dry ingredients and then set them aside. This lightens the mixture and works out the clumps. Shake, shake, shake. Here, I wanted to show you the lemon zest sugar. I mix it directly into the sugar and rub it in a little bit. The oils give a nice release and really great fragrance. And then it also won't dry out. That's my tip. For the liquids, I like to incorporate the sour cream, milk, and sometimes the vanilla in advance. It makes it easier to distribute into the mixture. So here, I'm showing you how I stir the milk and sour cream. Just mix until the large chunks are gone and set aside. So cream the butter and sugar together. Do this for about 5 minutes. I've tried this recipe in a different order and it works best for me the way I'm showing you today. It almost doubles in size and lightens a lot. I'm making this cake batter recipe with a hand mixer so it's easier for everyone to see how I work through a step-by-step. If you're going to use a stand mixer, get on your paddle attachment. Remember to scrape down the sides on occasion. Add the eggs one at a time. Do this until just incorporated on a low speed. Adding the dry and wet ingredients, add 1/3 of the flour mixture to the batter and mix to incorporate. Add 1/2 of the milk mixture and mix to combine. Repeat adding alternate additions of flour and milk mixture until both are fully but just incorporated. I add the lemon with the second half of the liquid. Make sure to end on dry so the batter doesn't break. If the mix starts to curdle, then the ingredients might not all be at room temperature. Now preheat the oven and then distribute to your formats. For the round cakes, I distribute the mixture evenly across 5 5-inch rounds. I pull the batter to the edges of the pan, like so, to make sure everything fills to the edges and corners. This also gets out the excess large bubbles. Then I bang the pan a few times to ensure that the batter settles into the edges because I like a really sharp level cake. For the square cake, distribute the batter. It's heavy and it's a little hard to hold, but that's okay. I spread the batter a little and make a giant X across to, again, ensure that the corners are nice and sharp. I want all of the edges and corners to be filled in, and then I use an angled spatula like this to level out the cake. By the way, it's totally okay to include these clips in the oven, and I can show you later how I've lined this if you let me know that you want to see that in the comments below. Bang, bang. I use a scooper for the cupcakes, and the size of the scooper depends on the preference for piping and how each cupcake bakes. I link the size I use below. And tip, for the mini cupcakes, since I'm using parchment paper liner, I add rice to the bottom of the mini cupcake pans. This absorbs the oil so it's not greasy underneath each cupcake. I've since gotten a new scooper for my mini cupcakes that I like so much better, so I'll link that below. When you're done distributing, place it in the center of the oven, bake. When it's done or ready, use a toothpick to see if it's completed. Pull it out when you see about 5 crumbs. Then let cool in the pan for about 30 minutes. Check these out. The cake smells so fragrant and bright. The rounds came out nice and even on the sides. It's really fluffy, it's moist. It is such a tasty cake. Here is the rectangle cake. It is nice and level, perfect for decorating. The corners are nice and sharp. And again, fluffy, moist. Here are the regular standard size cupcakes. They came out so great. All of the cakes bounce back. The sponge is soft, light, but sturdy enough for decorating. Even those very tall cakes I love to make. Baking success! If you like this Gudetama cupcake, let me know and I'll make a separate decorating video for it. So cute! If this video was helpful at all, like, share, subscribe, it definitely helps. And in the comments below, I love hearing from you. What projects do you want me to do next? I want to try and make all of the videos that you ask for. In the description, I'm linking some of my favorite buttercream recipes, and I'm working on a fluff recipe, a homemade from scratch fluff recipe that would go great as a filling inside of a curd Gudetama cupcake or curd lemon cupcake. I hope you have a stellar week and I will see you soon. Bye.